Good afternoon, everyone. I am live right now. Hope to see you. There! Exclamation mark. Hey, Shashibo Creations is in the live. What is up? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm coming to you live right now from our headquarters in Florida. So I'm usually at my house, in my attic, essentially, when I'm live streaming for you guys. But today, I'm at home base, which is fun. Always a blast to be here and to get to hang out with the people that I work with every day in person. I know all these people so well from my computer screen and from emails and stuff like that, and now I actually get to hang out with them. So, which is cool. I mean, I think there are a lot of people out there who wish that they didn't have to hang out with their coworkers, and I wish I did. So, not a terrible problem to have, but here playing with Shashibo as per usual. Always a blast. Let me know if you got any specific requests or if you're looking for any kind of tutorials. Can't remember exactly how many Shashibo you have, so let me know. Otherwise, I'm just trying to fill this shelf behind me with some cool Shashibo builds, so get to hang out for a little bit while I make cool stuff like this that I forgot to put up there already. This is a really fun one. It is made using 12 stingrays. I don't know if you know that shape by name, but that's if you take one section of the star right here, one section of your Shashibo, and pass it through the middle all the way like this, and then bring the point that's left in the star on the opposite end of the point that you brought through the middle, and just have that follow it up like so. So it's pointing in the same direction. Just like that, but we're essentially recubing those pieces until we get the stingray shape right there. And then you can see how it fits in if I just replace it with that different design right there. I should do it with something other than pink. Let me just choose the two pink Shashibo. Show it with a nice blue. So you can see how those stingrays are fitting together, and that's all the same shape. So essentially, you're building them in groups of 3 like this. And that's a lot of fun. It's a good one to build with. So we're going to put that build of stingrays right back here. Move this guy down. This is one I think I put together when we were putting the studio together. I don't know if anybody is familiar with this build. I think it's a neat one, and there's some cool ways that you can add on to it. But it utilizes the overlap between this hood shape, essentially, that hexagonal tab that you get pulled out when you get to the seat or the chair. And when you have multiple of shapes in that geometry, then you can hook that tab over a section of the Shashibo, because that tab is a section of the Shashibo, right? It's me just pulling one section of the cube open like this and pushing it forward and letting this back end close back up into the cube to make that one tab shape. And so that's just one section. And so this is basically has the same magnetism, has the same magnetic relevance as this shape, as this piece right here. And so it stands to reason that you can get that one section connected to any other one section that is exposed in that way. I am in Florida. I could do 12 octa builds. You're absolutely right. I think I have 12 octa nearby. We were in a meeting all day, and so I had to kind of scramble to get all my stuff ready. But I had some wonderful help. Yeah, I've got 12 octa. Let's go. Guys, we're going to make some beautiful things happen. So one of the things that I really wanted to do was expand on that E or 3 shape that King Ravana found and identified as a relevant shape. So this is one of those builds. All right. I got to get all 3 of my E's before I try and assemble them. I always forget. Okay. So we're going to get a couple of our E's. And this shape has forced me to really spend time with and figure out this one tricky aspect of the double diamond shape here. And that is that there are 2 different orientations of the octa that present themselves in the double diamond. And the geometry of the interior geometry of those is actually unique between the 2. And so you have to make sure that you're in the right orientation before you try and open those sections up into the 3. And honestly, guys, I'm not there with this build yet, so I can't hold it up and show you what I'm doing with any great clarity. Only that you are essentially taking this top part of the E and connecting it end to end with the other ones. So bear with me while I figure out how to get this rather delicate build put together. There it is. That's what you get when you have all 3 of those end to end. And it's a beautiful, beautiful design. Dang it. And very delicate. Because not only are each of the shapes that you need to make it rather loose shapes, like they're not very rigid, they're also only held together between each of them by one magnet. So those 2 things combined mean tricky build and fragile build. But I love beautifully complex fragile builds like that. They tend to be some of my favorite between the entire Shashibo magnetic family. That universe of possibilities. And so, in theory, I should be able to combine another one right on top of this. And I'm just going to do a little figuring. Yep. Just like that. All right. Let's try it. It's going to be tricky, though. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of these and then attach them as units to each other. So get ready to kick back and relax while you watch me fumble with this. You know what? Maybe I'm going to start with an easier one, guys. And do you want to say hi?
I can say hi. I'll grab a chair.
All right. Hey, guys. Little cameo, unexpected visit from the inventor of Shashibo himself. Let me make room for him. What's up?
Woohoo! John the day. How are you doing?
Doing all right. I don't know if any of you guys have met Andreas before, but yeah, scoot in here. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, you tell me how that whole thing works.
We'll get you in here. But yeah, just playing around with some Octa. Right now, messing around with this shape that one of our Discord viewers found. He's calling it the 3 or the E.
Okay.
And it's this kind of in between thing, but you can see even with just 2, when it has that flat face.
Okay.
You can like connect it end to end like this. You can also connect it back to back like that. That's a bit of a sturdier connection right there. So let's try that. Oh, he's got it.
No.
Yep, just angle it out a little bit.
Sweet. Ooh, sweet.
Yeah. So really sturdy connection.
We have to check this. The ball fit on it. You know what I mean?
It does not. Those magnetisms are pointed up. Yeah. Believe me, that was the first thing I thought.
Tempting.
But since we have 12, we could attach a few more sections on the back, which I haven't gotten to do yet because I only have 8 at home. So.
Hello.
Yeah, King Ravana, the last commenter, he's the guy who found the.
Isn't that the guy who
shape.
did the big structures as well?
Yep. You probably met him at Toy Fair.
Big fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I met him at Toy Fair when I met you, so I imagine you guys have been around each other. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun to get to run the Discord and see how many Shashibo fans there are coming out of the woodworks to join our little community. It's been awesome.
Nice. Where's King Ravana? Do you know? You're in Florida, like in 12
Yeah,
here. Oh, yeah.
See if you can get your head on the
Question,
screen while you're talking.
Because at some point it would be nice to get all the geeks together, you know, have a
Yeah.
shape summit where we talked about it.
Oh, for sure.
So,
We've always wanted to get all of the nerds in one place, but
will happen.
I think that I think that people are concerned we'd be too powerful with such a concentrated effort, right?
Nice. Where would you do it? Somewhere in the middle of the country, like Monson?
Yeah.
Nice weather, like Florida, California.
Yeah. That'd be fun. What's up, King Ravana? 3 more 3-piece rings make a ball.
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. I figured it would make some kind of a dodecahedral structure of some sort. Do you have any insight on the Atlantis design? I know it was kind of put together for your love of the ocean and of geometry with the outside design, which is also visible on our Shashibo squared here. I don't know, was that just a Jose inspiration or did you have something to do with
That
this?
was Jose. I left the designing for those ones to Funny Motion to us.
I got your food.
Thank you very much. See?
Nice. The final piece.
It's nice. I have to say that is pretty epic.
Pretty epic. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Awesome build. And so yeah, there's another one that's way trickier to put together because it's just a really fragile shape. But it's when you take these instead end to end like this.
Actually, that looks nice if you just
Yeah, I'll just take
camera. Is that the camera?
Uh-huh. You can see over here on the right if you're in frame. A little easier to understand. Yeah, this one is
same basic outside.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Same shape, but look at that. I mean, oh, see? See what I'm talking about? Yeah, here, let's work together. I'll hold these two.
It almost would help if you had a mouse pad or something, you know what I mean?
Oh, yep. It was easier
boring.
on the live yesterday when I had the mat and timer.
So the inner one.
Can we flip this one around so it's the same inner?
Oops. Sorry.
No, all good. I'm just being picky about color coordination.
Then it's this one.
Yeah.
That's this switch.
So putting this one. Just so that the galaxy is in the galaxy. Yeah.
Galaxy to the inside.
The art to handling Shashibo builds, man. Here you go for it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Keep clean.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get. Can you make another one of those E's?
Which one do you want to have on the inside?
We'll do same, and we'll switch it up on the next one.
Then it's this one on the inside, and it fits magnetically.
We'll see. I just about took both of them out in one go. All right, hang on, guys. Let me catch up on the chat.
Okay.
Could I get one levitation wand? I don't have any of those to play with at the moment, but maybe on another live next time. Remind me. We could get everyone together for some kind of mega project. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
As many Shashibos we can get in one place and just build, I would love it.
It would make sense close to the Funimotion headquarters because this is where all the cubes are, next to the warehouse.
Yep.
And I would suggest Florida in the winter, not in the summer.
Yep.
That's out of personal interest. That would be epic.
Yep. King Ravana says he liked our build when we did the 4 of these 3 pieces together in the last one.
That was really a nice one.
Yeah.
You don't have active kids, they always have to change things.
Yep. Okay, so
need at least 3 of those.
But before I try and connect it, I'm just gonna figure out where it's magnetic because I think that's it. We want to do it head to head.
And we need a 3rd one. I'm pretty sure. I would say make a 3rd.
A 3rd one. Okay.
2 will not.
No problem.
I'll do the magic.
No problem. I'll try and be patient.
I can do it. I'm getting better at this one.
Yeah.
And how many shapes did you find?
I think this one is number 32.
Okay.
Or you want to switch it up on this one and put the like kind of swirly design on the inside?
Want to change it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do it all the same, or we could.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's do it on this. Let's keep it consistent on that.
Oh, that's cool. I would keep consistency. We have a 4 build.
Yep.
Okay. This one's not fully. Ooh, shite.
There we go.
Is there a possibility to kind of stabilize it? So it just.
I
fit on the outside.
Thought about what.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Nope. Not that sturdy, but yeah, it's still cool. I don't think that. No.
Where's the anti-Shashibo when you need it?
It's just making it so
one
piece magnetically connects and the rest just sits there. Still looks nice. Would you could put another one on top in anti-gravity?
I see. That's the.
Yeah.
Okay. So these ones, it would not.
No.
Floats. The anti-Shashibo. That's another call.
The anti-Shashibo. Yeah. Let me know in the chat if you would spend all of your life savings on getting a whole nother set of Shashibo that are just the reverse polarity.
And stronger magnets.
Yeah. Well, of course. It'd be a premium product for sure.
Okay, so
I'm just
I think it could be made in one run, a special run, fan run, or we bring it just for those people who come to the Shape Summit.
Yeah.
Get anti-Shibos. I would go to a place where you can get anti-Shibos.
Yep.
Okay, so challenge is no. This one doesn't like this. Oh, is it? D. Okay.
It's
okay.
possible.
You said fragile.
There is I will also just point out that there is a possibility that one of the pieces on this table are like a prototype or something like that. I can't guarantee that everything in this office is production line quality. Yeah, King Ravana. I knew I wagered a pretty confident guess that you would be interested in some anti-Shibo. I should have put money on it though. All right.
You want to put 3 together?
Well, I'm just making a fourth one.
Okay. I think we can do it.
That way we don't have to
How much
hold
more
our
do we
breath
have
while we
time-wise?
make another. Time? We got as long as you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, as long as, yeah. Actually, I have to go to the Panthers game.
Okay. Oh, nice. That'll be
I
fun.
got invited 2 times.
Here, I'm holding these 2, and then you take the. Nice.
Careful.
Okay.
Here's the question: should we tilt them so it on this one?
Let's see. Ooh. Okay.
I think I have.
You got it?
I got it. I'm not moving. Can you do it? That is so super fragile.
Ooh.
Careful.
Okay.
Super careful.
Yep.
We got it. And here we have. Which ones do you have? Those ones. No pressure here. Doesn't stand. Ooh. I have to say that's a beauty.
That is a beautiful one.
That is a beauty. I have to say with the pink as well to the outside.
Yep.
You're playing with. Ooh, I see. Stands.
Very nice.
Okay, that's
Now,
okay.
I bet you could put this shape. I wonder if the magnetism would work for you to put this shape at
underneath
each of these 4 points.
Or just one, so we can tilt it as a stand. Is that the idea? Is that what you're at the moment thinking?
Well, no. What I was wondering is, you see in here,
yeah,
how there is that shape, but I was wondering if we could put that around that inside. Be tricky.
Yes.
I wonder if that would. We just have to take one of the sections off.
Way to stabilize. Let me see. Can we somehow?
Well, we could recreate. Oh, yeah.
Stabilize
Easy.
the outside. Put them together.
And let's do that on all of them. In retrospect, what I think analyzing that in hindsight, I would say we shouldn't have stabilized exactly the top.
Yeah, but it works.
It worked. Let the record show that it worked very briefly. Oh, awesome. Hey, thanks, Kiwi Pitbull. Appreciate it. We're just having fun hanging out. That was really delicate, but it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
As long as it lasted.
This is the hummingbird of all the shapes I've found. Yeah, most delicate for sure. Absolutely. Hey, if you guys are watching on the TikTok live stream, hop on over to YouTube or Twitch or something so that I can see your comments, because my computer is not good enough that I can look at both of those at the same time as having all my other tabs open.
So technically what we had, that was the bottom shape that you wanted to flex.
Yes.
And then we can fold up from there.
And
one of the ideas.
Oh, it repels. It repels.
Where's the anti-octa?
Yep. Yeah. And I suppose that makes sense because it wants to be offset, but maybe we do. Nope. Oh well. Yeah, we'll have to do anti-everything.
At some point, I'm
At
an
some
anti-fan.
I'm an anti-fan. So I another one that I've been wanting to do, now that I have some more Shashibo, is, yeah, it does. Good show. I like that show.
I have to say, like, it would be great to have Shashibo like that in 0G.
Yes.
That would be so much more.
Yep. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Let the record show. I would love to play with Shashibo in zero gravity. That would be a blast. So there is a really cool 4 Shashibo combo with falcons. It's also a good 3-1. Or the hawk, maybe is what we called that. Falcon or the hawk or something. This is 3. I don't know if you've done that one yet.
That is very nice.
Yeah. So that's 3 falcons, all connected just like so, back to back. But you can also connect them face to face for a 4-way build. And that is to get to the hawk from our portal shape here. We are gonna open it up into our clam like this. And then I'm going to open my clam on that hinge right there, just like so, like a book almost. And I'm going to isolate this square that's in the center here. I'm going to pick one side or the other. And I'm going to, whichever side I pick, I am going to pull that towards the other piece, kind of forming it back into that half of a portal shape and letting the other one fold out like this. And with 4 of those, you get another really beautiful combination.
Well, if you have, should we at least 1?
Yeah, what do you want to add to it?
Do we have enough?
Yeah, we've got, I think we have 16 here. We might not be able to do 16 all infinity. But, all right, guys, say goodbye to Andreas. It was fun to have him. But cheers.
All the best. King Rana, we make it happen. Shape Summit next year. Always great seeing you. Oh, well.
Show him the falcon and the puppy combo.
Okay.
Yes, another person from our Discord showed me this, or told me about this yesterday.
That's nice.
Yes, very nice. Sorry, last thing before he goes. Thank you for the reminder.
So actually, technically you can have the full on. Oh no.
Yeah.
Upside down for the.
Yep. But like that, you could do it.
I see.
Yep. Next time, friends. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. Have fun.
What do? Go Panthers!
All right. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I had to show him your shape. Andres, that guy who you saw just walk out of here is the inventor of Shashibo. I know he had to go. I wish he could stay for longer, but just barely. Don't worry, I'll post clips. You'll get to see some of the shenanigans we got up to. Now you're stuck with just boring old me. Adventure Academy, thank you so much for having for a great question. I will absolutely do a tutorial of Ezra's wheel. And then I'm going to come right back to this build with Octa, okay? So, for Ezra's wheel, we are going to learn how to make a shape called the swan. Opening up one section of the cube into the crown shape, flipping that crown around, taking this section right in the back, pulling it away from that top point, and opening it up on that seam into this tab shape right here. So that is how we make our swan. And we need 8 swans. So great request. Thanks for it. Yeah, it's a nice shirt. Fun in Motion Toys. It's our universe of toys and things that'll make you move and groove. And so on the rings, we have all the different products that we carry. Super fun. I love it. It's a great shirt. Let me know if you guys would buy a shirt like this if we made it available. I'm just curious. Small little poll. You're never boring. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I'm here in Florida for an all-team meeting, and we'll be streaming most of the days from here, as many days as we can. We've got so much going on that I can't guarantee we'll be live every day, but as many days as we can, we are going to be live, and I'm certain that I'll be able to get the inventor of Shashibo himself onto one of those lives in the future. So stay tuned. Make sure you're listening to your Discord for announcements about a live stream. You don't want to miss it. All right. Oh, I don't want to go blue to blue on the end there. I'm going to grab a different design. Glad I saw that. So I forgot that I was doing a tutorial and just started putting it together. So I'm just going to show you how this all works. We made a shape called the swan. And to make our wheel, we want to make 8 swans by opening one section of the cube, flipping that cube around, grabbing this section in the back, pulling it down into the star, and on the seam that runs right down that point, you're going to open that piece up into this tab shape. However, you won't need both of your hands to do that, so we'll pretend that you were holding onto the top end there for your swan. That's the swan shape right there. But if it does close down, don't worry. You're just isolating a tab like this and then pulling the opposite section of the cube open into that crown shape right there, so we get the swan. And the tab of the swan goes right through this hole right here. It's a perfect fit. Oops. Just one moment. There we go. It's a perfect fit, just like that. And you can see how it slides right through. And that is the weave that we're doing for all 8 Shashibo. However, there's a twist when you start adding more than just those 2, because as you can see, there's a point right back here that's going to get in the way of the next tab that I want to add into that structure. And so what I need to do is open it up to make room for the next piece that I add into this build to go behind the first one and in front of the second one. So we're taking that tab and we're putting it behind the first one and in front of the second one before we let it all close back up. And I like just reaching through and opening the point of the second to last cube that I added, right? So here's the end of the line. If I reach through the middle of that one, I can pull the point from the one right underneath it, and then I can add my next tab right in there. And then close it all up. So you're keeping that chain going for 8 Shashibo. And when I add my 8th in, I let it all close back up into this really sturdy chain. Then I can take both ends, put them together just like so. And now I'm focusing on making that same pattern take effect over here as well, where I take this tab from the end and I'm going to put it over the point of that second to last piece. And that's a little bit of a tight fit, but you don't need to force it. If it feels like it's impossible, you just need to loosen those pieces. And it's easiest if you're able to sort of keep a hand around the outside a little bit. So one hand to stabilize, and then bringing that last tab up, letting that last piece through, and it collapses into our beautiful wheel. King Ravana wants one of these shirts. Billy would totally get this shirt. Yeah, it's a great one. Octa in the UK. Oh, yes. It's not because we don't want to be there. It's just because we can't. We haven't gotten a distributor yet, but I hear you. Is it available on Amazon? I'm curious. I know not all of our line is available on Amazon, but have you checked? I cannot remember if we have it. A shirt and a hat would be cool. Yeah, we'd love to come out with merch. That'd be super fun. Okay, back to that Octa build that I had going on with the Falcon. And as a reminder on how to make the Falcon, we just want to open. You see how there's 2 ends here? There's this end where there's 2 pieces that come apart, and there's this end, which is all one cohesive piece. You can't really open it like that from that end. So we're going to open it like that all the way so we get that square, and then you just pick a side. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to do a little color coordination. So I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to pinch it back, bring it back down to connect with these other sections into that half of the cube, and then that forces this side out like this. Okay? So that's the Falcon, and we need 4 Falcons for this build. We're going to take each of our Falcons, and we are going to connect them cube side to cube side like this. There is our beautiful flower shape. Not yet, only Shashibo. All right, thanks for the update. I appreciate it. We're working on it, I promise. I promise it's not unavailable because we don't want it to be available. It's just resources, but we'll get there. There's a really cool three falcon connection as well. I know I showed it off earlier. But let me know if you need to see it again. Alrighty. So now that I've got a few of these together, I'm going to start connecting them on this inside to the others inside. Ooh. You know what I just realized, guys? This is not a 16 Shashibo shape. This is even more. This is going to be like a 24 Shashibo shape. Or octa. 24 octa. I did not miss the request for more 8 cube shapes, and I will definitely come back to it. Just give me a little minute while I'm working on this. Have you tried Ezra's wheel using less or more Shashibo? It does not work with less. You can make a chain with more. The chain gets pretty unwieldy when you go past like 12, really. It gets pretty hard to manage. But there's some cool stuff that you can do with more. I don't know if you've seen the Mega Wheel. I think somebody called it the Ezra's Sun, which is cool. But it's like a core of 3 Ezra's wheels. And then more longer Ezra's wheels. I think they were like 12 Shashibo in the next chain that goes all the way around. Or no, it was 14. It goes 8 for the center ones, and then 14 wrapped around that, 2 of those, and then one big 20 Shashibo wheel around the middle of those, which is pretty cool. Nope. But yeah, it's a great one. Okay. I think, do I have 12 Atlantis designs? That would be so cool if I could finish this. I don't think I do, though. I don't think I have enough. Huge bummer. All right, we're going to get as far as we can, though. I know it's so hard to pick favorites, and I can't pick favorites, so I'm not gonna force any of you to, but I am curious if anybody has like a favorite member of the Shashibo family. So anything that's Shashibo relevant. You guys have a favorite? I'm just curious. Because like, while I love all of the things that we have come out with that are compatible with Shashibo, I mean, the original just stands out time and time again. To me. Just to me. I mean, the reason that we have so many different things is because there are so many different tastes. And I don't think one is right, but I do want your opinions. It's a beautiful one, isn't it, Shashibo Creations? It's so good. So good. All right. Yep, this is the last one. I'm four octa short of completing this piece here, but that's okay. One day. This is still going to be cool. All right, so you can kind of fill in for yourself. This is what it would look like if it was complete. But you can still see the interior. And this, unlike the other one that we were making, is a really solid shape. Really solid connection, holding together strong. It's awesome. Ooh. Some cool stuff in here. I want to see. There's got to be a way I can add on to this with Shashibo. Oh, there's a, I mean, you can fit a cube in there. That's cool. Just like so. Octa is pretty impressive for being so tiny. I agree. And we worked hard to make it something that was cool. I mean, we work hard on everything. Isn't much of a point to selling toys that aren't cool. I'd say anyway. That's why I don't sell any. What about favorite designs? Anybody have a favorite design? Like, what's your favorite Shashibo design? Color coordination, that kind of thing. Like one of my favorite shapes to repeat over and over again is one of my favorite designs to repeat over and over again is black and white, because that's just so satisfying. The lines, the black and white lines do a really good job of showing off the geometry. And it's beautiful. Ooh, that's cool. You fit a trident there. Holds the shape better if you just let one of the tails collapse, but also, just out of curiosity, Blue Crystal is really good. Blue Crystal is really nice. That's this guy right here, chat, just so you know. Especially that ball pattern right there. It's got so much going on. And the pink accents are beautiful. Stained glass is another really good one. Really chaotic exterior. And a really chaotic interior, but more organized chaos. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Here's another one. I use stained glass for my last one. That's cool. You can put a ball on the outside. Ooh, not quite. That's okay. It was a long shot anyways. But theoretically, if each of these were flipped out like this instead, I bet there's something I could add on there. We'll see. Okay. This is where it gets helpful to be able to do Shashibo shapes one-handed. Oops. No. So that I can hold my structure steady. No, opposite magnetism. There it all goes. We're gonna try something else now. Okay. Now I want to mess around. I don't know if Yeah is still in the chat. No, I gotta mess around with his shape. That combo between ooh. Nice. All right, so that's what we're starting with. And I love that addition of the cube in there. It's so satisfying. But it does make it heavier. So since I'm going for some structural rigidity, your one-handed example kind of backfired, LOL. Yeah, it did. I would agree with you. Yeah, it did. You know, sometimes it doesn't go perfectly. So some of you have probably seen a video or two of me juggling Shashibo and changing them. I know JT does this as well. And that's a really fun trick, but it's another one that, like, it's not 100% of the time. So sometimes I'm just going to drop it a couple times before I really get it. But man, doesn't change the fact that it's still crazy difficult to pull off when you do. Okay, guys, this is so cool. This is so cool. I think that's all the octa that I have, though. I can't finish it. I could put a falcon right here, make it look a little bit less empty. Oh, a couple more, or one more, I guess. So let's make another point like that. There we go. That at least looks complete. That's what it would look like. But that's a really nice one. Let's see if I can. Man, that is beautiful. All right, let's see if it won't. It won't. Has anybody else done any exploration with one-handed shape-shifting? I know Modern Day Mother made a post the other day saying that she's getting some one-handed shape-shifting down. Was using a little shoulder, a little cheek there to get it in, but that's okay. That's okay. You got to start somewhere. Oh, I missed a comment. The Shashibo cubes I have are spaced out, illusion, some fire one, probably solar, or maybe fire goddess or something like that. Stained glass, blue planet wings, black and white, and mystic ocean. Nice, awesome collection. You've been practicing. Cool. How's your cube ball cube? So this one is tricky. The key for me to do some one-handed shape-shifting is using gravity as your second hand. The first time I met JT at a trade show, I was like, hey man, I can get it cubed up, but I can't get it into the ball because it's loose, and there are quite a few other shapes out there that are tricky to get to one-handed because of that loose aspect, but it's using gravity as your second hand. So I'm intentionally holding it up at the top here while I get these two spaced together like that, and then I can kind of flip it over and use my finger here to close up the rest of it, and then put it all back through the middle for a cube. Shashibo Creations is already a master at that. Very nice. A master. Okay. Okay. Billy says, how many Shashibo did I need for the wheel you showed earlier? I've just ordered extra to bring my collection to a total of 8. Well, once you get those ordered, you will have enough to make the wheel. That wheel is 8 Shashibo exactly. I'll put it right there. So that's a cool one. That's a cool one for sure. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the one-handed aspect of the shape-shifting. And one of my favorite challenges to do, for those of you who feel as though you've mastered it already, is can you go from cube to ball and ball to cube simultaneously? Oh, and obviously my cube to ball is a little slower than my ball to cube. Usually not this much slower. This one is, I think, a brand new Shashibo, and so the hinges are really tight. I'm gonna grab a different one. The wheel is really cool. Ooh, here's what I'm gonna do actually, is I'm gonna grab these two. I love how I just complained about one of them being too new, and I pull one that I literally took out of the packaging a second ago. I just got the Shashibo, and I'm loving it. The artist style one, and it's super good. I wish they had more, so I'm saving up my money. Oh, I wish I had more. I was like, we have a ton of designs. Great. I'm so glad you're loving it. I'm so glad you're loving it. Billy's Craft Room, the wheel is so cool. It is one of my favorite shapes, 100%. I have done the ball with Duomoto one-handed too. Very impressive. You mean like each half you do in one hand and then put them together, or are you like holding on to one piece with your pinky while using your other fingers to do the rest of it? Because that's really fun. Here's a cool one that I really wanted to work on once I was feeling pretty confident with my one hand, is anchoring a cube with my pinky while making this ring, and then being able to hook the ring. Oh, it's been a second since I worked on this one. Being able to take the ring and get it attached to the outside of my cube. All right, all right. Come on, get in there. Getting the polarity flipped around the right way. There it is. So that I can now, without using my other hand, take 2 Shashibo and start flipping them together. It's a super fun one. Oh, so solar is the fire one. Yep. That's this guy right here. One of my favorite designs for sure. Those holographic 2.0s are beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Both pieces with just one hand. Nice. Hey, make a video and tag us. Put it up in the Discord. I want to see it. I love people's one-handing. Well, we'll have to do like a one-handed challenge or something like that. By the way, guys, if you have not joined the Discord, you absolutely should. If you are wanting to join, scan this QR code right here. Check it out. I'll leave it up there for just a couple seconds while I do. Oh, I never completed my my challenge. Okay, so one hand going from ball to cube, the other one going from cube to ball. And it is a really fun challenge to see how much you can get the time down per hand, right? Like my right is a little quicker at getting to the ball. Oh, nice. I am just getting a comment on Discord that says, "Are you only?" That is asking where I'm reading chat from. At the moment, I can only read chat from YouTube and Twitch. Or Facebook. I can get comments from Facebook as well. TikTok is just not showing me comments at the moment, and that is a technical issue that I will hopefully have figured out by the next live. I missed something about a blue one that's near my left hand. But I know that this is polar. This is my left hand, by the way. I think it's flipped around for you guys. I do not have a phone. Can you please put the link in the chat? Yes. Yes, I can. Let's see how quickly I can do that. But that's a really good one. It's a lot easier to do when I'm not filming, but I've tried for sure. I mean, you don't have to hold the camera in your hand. Just get it set up somewhere so you don't have to focus on that part of it. Oh, guys, my computer is so slow. I'm so sorry. It'll take me a second, but I'll get the link for you. Can you please show me some 8 cube combos? Yes. Yes, I can. So one of my favorites is a easy shape called the seat or the chair. And all I need is 8 chairs for this combo. Really, anytime you repeat a shape, you're gonna find some pretty cool capabilities for connection. But there are some cool ones where you change up the shape as well. We'll level it up in a minute here. How many is that? That is 7, and here is number 8. Okay. So I'm going to take the hood of this chair, and I'm going to cup it right over this section of the Shashibo where it is magnetically relevant. And I'm going to do that the whole way around. And I got to remember which way my spiral is going because I need to repeat that now, going in the exact same direction. Just like so. And those make a really satisfying pinwheel shape that have that cool thing. I can see that chat, Shallon. Thank you so much. Sorry if you guys were leaving a bunch of comments in TikTok and I didn't get them. I did make an announcement about that earlier, but I should have said it again. So yeah, if you guys are on the TikTok chat, please migrate over to Twitch or YouTube if you're asking me questions. What's up, Shallon? And here is the Discord link. There is someone in TikTok asking for a tutorial to get to the ball slowly. I would be happy to do a slow tutorial on how to get to the ball. Oh, and I want to show you how to get to the ball on this, our brand new limited edition series Shashibo. It's called Hypnotic. And if I squeeze on opposite ends of the magnetic seam that runs right across this cube, then I can take this point right here and pull it straight back into this crown shape. Now I can take that crown, flip it around like this, and grab this section right here in the back and pull that straight down away from the point up top to make my star. Now the star is a great shape because it is a really easy way to visualize the 6 sections that make up Shashibo. There's 3 on one side and 3 on the other. It also is a great way of visualizing the different sides, right? There's this black and white face and this one that has the kind of orange design on it. And if I take all 3 points from one side of the Shashibo and pass them through the middle, one at a time, like so, 1, 2, 3, then I get to this nice open ring, just like so. And my ring, I can take opposite sections and start bringing them towards each other like this while protecting that hollow space inside to sculpt my ball. Or I could take from my ring these 2 sections and bring them together, making sure that that section in the back doesn't come up into a point. Instead, it falls down and scoops underneath. So we get this kind of hollow space right there. And then I just take this tab on the bottom and bring it to meet those, just like so. It's a great one. Adventure has done that one. Very cool. I'll do another 8 Shashibo shape then. Thank you, Shalyn. Appreciate your heads up about that comment. What if you just made a bunch of those and put them on your wall and then they were soundproof? It'd be super cool. Yeah, it would look super cool. It does kind of look like soundproofing material. Made a Duomoto Sphinx and add some octa hearts and diamonds the other day. Very cool. Hope we see that in the Discord chat at some point. The purple layer reminds me of a Matisse painting. Oh, I see it. I see it for sure. I really want to do a drop test from really high with the most secure version of the big ball. That would be pretty cool. I can't say it wouldn't. I can't say that it wouldn't do any damage to Shashibo, but it would definitely be interesting. Shashibo fan, thanks for making an account. What's something you can do with 8 Shashibo cubes that are UFO? What can you do? Oh, 8 Shashibo that are in the UFO shape? Great question. That's an easy one, though. So first we're going to make 8 UFOs. And to make the UFO, we're just going to grab one section of our cube, pull it open like this. We're going to take our crown shape that we make and open it on this hinge like a book to make my spaceship. I'm going to take this piece of the spaceship and pull it down away from this tab up top. And I'm going to take these 2 sections right here that are left over, and I'm going to push them through the middle one at a time like this into my nice open ring shape. And then I'm going to take all of these sections and bring them together into the middle all at once to make my UFO. And if I connect my UFOs on the cube side, like this, and I do that with all 8 of them, see there's 4. How do we find the channel on Twitch? It is Fun in Motion Toys. We are Fun in Motion Toys on Twitch. What a fantastic job you have. Are Shashibo a special interest of yours? Yeah, they are. I mean, my love for Shashibo is the reason I have this job. I basically pursued it. I saw what JT was doing. By the way, there is our 8 Shashibo UFO combo right there. This one's really satisfying to drop. Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of Shashibo. It's really what got me the job. I played with them a lot and was pretty quick at manipulating them, got really familiar with the toy, and I worked at a toy store before this, so I wasn't brand new to the toy industry. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Shashibo. It's a lot of fun. So official mushroom, hope that helped you out. Put 8 UFOs together. It's a really cool one. You can't drop that one off a grain of sand. Grain. You can't drop that one off a grain of sand. You know? I'm not sure I know what that means. Is it a riddle? My jaw dropped with that drop. Hey, Shashibo's doing all right. Betsy says she loves this work. I have about 24 Shashibo and counting. That's epic, Betsy. Great collection. Do you buy them, or do you, since you work in like Fun and Motion Toys or something, do you get a bunch of them for free? They have certainly sent me a bunch of them to demonstrate because it is my job to show them in front of you. It'd be kind of bad if they made me buy all of them. But by the time I met Fun and Motion Toys, I already owned like 64 or something. Which is nowhere near the amount that like King Ravana and Save It Herb and Shashibotho and Shalon. Those guys have crazy amounts. Yeah, a grain of sand. I totally get it, but I don't understand why I would be dropping something off a grain of sand. That ball you made is pretty delicate. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. I also made the most fragile version of the big ball where one tiny kick causes it to crumble apart. UFO is pretty fragile. I'd say it's probably the most fragile of them, for sure. That's one spicy patch of gravity that you had on your desk. That ate the shape you dropped. Yeah, that one is just a more fragile shape because it doesn't have as many magnets holding it together. But the Shashibo can take the drop, and here is how I'm going to prove that. Ready, guys? I've done this before. Not only is this table strong, but the Shashibo that I'm standing on has 0 damage. Look at that. Still perfectly good. So these things are nice and strong. Right, it's fragile but solid, and I love that aspect of Shashibo, is that you can find something like that. That is very delicate, but also just a solid shape. Shalon says, so maybe I might be able to look into working for them now. I've got more than 64. I mean, the number of Shashibo is not the requirement. But hey, you know, if you, I mean, it isn't I'll say my skill in Shashibo is not the only thing that got me the job. I also sold a crazy amount of Shashibo when I started being an affiliate for them and that kind of thing, to show that I could help run their social media, and that's what I'm doing. So, but I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a little, I'm oversimplifying it because I don't like bragging about myself. Astronomically irrational numbers. Yeah, King Ravana's got a crazy amount. It's delicate if you put it in a ball, but if you put a cube in the ball and drop it, it might not be delicate. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I do think that the cube would just like hang out inside the UFO. So when I drop it, I think it would still break apart, but you would get sections like this instead of just the UFO. Oh no, Shashibo abuse trigger warning. Hey, that Shashibo cube is fine. The answer is not enough, LOL. Oh no, I feel like I missed the context of that one. My bad, guys. Shashibo more stable than the chair? Yes, Shashibo was more. This is a crappy chair. How is the design applied? Yeah, the design is a not just any like paper sticker or something. It's a strong like vinyl sticker that is really sturdy, as you can see since I stepped on it. Shallon, thanks. Yeah, it is an amazing toy. Adventure Academy is in the Discord, and we'll post a link for S video on a shape. Nice. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. All right, guys. Well, that is just about all I had planned for this live. And thanks for hanging out. Like I said, we're gonna hope to go live as much as we can this week. While I'm in Florida, hopefully you'll see JT and I doing some lives together. Stay tuned. We'll have the inventor in on a couple of these as well. So thanks for playing. Have fun shape shifting, and we'll see you guys on the next one.